Oh, it's gonna be a good day. How are we, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be looking at The Way of the Hunter 2. Now, I played the absolute, like, just the first game, you know, I played an awful lot of. I was quite impressed by it, you know, coming from, like, games like, you know, Call of the Wild and stuff like that. They definitely had a nicer take on things. And I saw this come up. I know I'm a bit late to the party, but I just thought I'm just going to jump in and see what it's like. Now, of course, this is an early access build, so, you know, things are going to be a bit patchy. Things are going to be a little bit buggy, I assume. Not really looked into it too much, but as an early access game, you know, these things are to be expected, aren't they? Right, let's turn the music down a bit. First thing I like straight out of the gate is the amount of settings. Permanent tracks can be toggle, block tracks, all of this sort of stuff. Difficulty, normal. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to play around with all of this too much. Then obviously you got your, you know, your graphics settings, your audios, and your keybinds. And I'm assuming... Ah, there we go, yeah. We can change keybinds as well, which is pretty cool. Controller support as well. It's just basic stuff. But yeah, let's jump in. Let's see what this game's about. See if it matches up with the first one. I don't know how I feel about it being early access. I mean, I was kind of hoping that they was going to expand upon the first one a little bit more, but we'll jump in and we'll see what it's like.
At Hearth and Hunt, we're building a worldwide hunting community, where experience is shared and respect for nature comes first. Because no one truly hunts alone. Every story begins somewhere. Ours begins with you. Be part of the story. So, do a first step and join us by sending your resume.
Okay. So, job application. This is cool. Why is that John Otherway? Okay, we'll go with that. I'm assuming this is the name of your dog. Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, that was one thing that I really wanted in the first game. Was a dog. Yeah, pork chop. Wow. Pluto. That's quite a cool name for a dog. Okay, so we will send our application. Let's see what it gets us to do. Welcome to the training grounds. Here you'll learn how to... Open the sidebar menu and select skip the tutorial. You can always get back to it later.
Welcome to the Hearth and Hunt testing grounds. We're delighted that you chose us as your future employer. We'll provide you with basic training, and we'll evaluate your skills. Now, let's start with basic movement.
Yeah. I mean, straight off the bat. I mean, this is in Unreal 5. Yeah, it's looking rather beautiful right now. Anyway, C to crouch. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's hold C. Got ya. In the first couple of minutes, you got me crawling on the floor. Fair enough.
Objective markers, like the one on the top of the hill, will always help you complete your objectives. Now, follow the path to the marker.
Okay. So we got the sound and we got the visibility.
Take a look around. The wilderness will be your constant companion once you join Hearth and Hunt. Analyze the mule deer in front of you using binoculars. you'll learn vital information about the animal.
Okay.
Binoculars give you an advantage over animals, as you can see them before they see you. Now, try to get closer. 110 yards or less.
Oh, so it wants me to go down now? Okay. Oh, nice. It's toggled as well. It looks absolutely incredible, though. But then so did the first one. You know? I had no complaints with the way that the first one looked. In fact, that was one of the bigger things. Especially like the weather system and stuff like that. The thunder and lightning and the rain. And, you know, it was good. I did enjoy that. But now this one being in Unreal 5, I would imagine it's going to look all that, just that little bit nicer. Hopefully. Hopefully we see it. Right, let's get to the ladder. I used to climb up them before.
It's easy to lose track of your surroundings in the wilderness. Always mark the location you're trying to reach. In this case, mark a spot near the animal before shooting. This will help you find the hit blood, so you can easily pick up the trail from there.
Yeah, let me just pump the marker there, which is cool. Oh, they've still got the X-ray. Okay. Oh, and it tells you as well. Okay. So left shift.
Well done. Follow the
Nice.
blood trail to find your mule deer.
Okay, let's get down. Looking good so far. Yeah, this is The Way of the Hunter 2. It's very, very similar. Yeah, I remember this from the previous one. I don't think this went very far, if I'm honest. Oh, wait. Wasn't I supposed to analyze that? I think I was. No, I don't think it went very far, to be honest. Oh, there we go. Right, I'm at the animal. Go to the mark spot, locate the hit blood and interact. Oh, okay. And yeah. Need to analyze the hit spot first.
You've found hit blood. It provides important clues about the potential harvest. If you hit the vitals correctly, the blood spatter will be large, pink, and full of oxygen bubbles, indicating the harvest is very close. Now, follow the blood trail, and also keep in mind that the splatters not only reveal the details about the shot, but also indicate the direction to pursue. Well done. We'll get to harvesting later. Now, let's try that again.
Okay.
Let's repeat what we've learned. Always remember to first analyze the animal to confirm the species. Mark the place where you'll be looking for the hit blood. Also, hold your breath to be steady and deliver a precise shot. Aim for the vitals to get a fast and humane kill. The color of the blood will give you a good idea whether you hit or missed. Follow the blood trail, and eventually, you'll find the harvest. Happy hunting.
Cool. Wait, does this need chambering? Why won't it let me shoot? Oh, it's because I need to analyze it, really? Just following the steps, right? I'm getting way ahead of myself. Oh, they're hearing of that casing drop as well. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go very far. So I've got all of my DLSS turned on, all of my frame gen turned on. So far, the UI looks pretty clean. I wonder if we got like I suppose we'll get to that. Oh, we got levels, tutorials, clear, weather, all of that sort of stuff. It's a lot cleaner in terms of UI, that's for sure. And the blood trail is pretty decent as well. I've had like no performance hits yet, so that's cool. Yeah, I like it. I do like it. I swear it went down over here somewhere. But I guess that's why it's important to follow the blood trails, and that's the thing that I'm really looking forward to as well. It's the fact that you've got a companion now. You've got a dog, which is something that I really, really wanted in the first game. You know? Oh, it is here. I've just walked completely past it.
Chapter 1 of the training session is now complete.
Okay. Oh, is this where we get to see the dog?
Dogs can assist you with various tasks during hunts, but foxhounds are especially valued for their blood tracking capabilities. So, let's give this a try. When you are farther away from an objective or the objective area, the objective marker usually appears on the compass.
It's so cool seeing, you know, having a companion now. That's pretty sweet. So I'm assuming there's going to be some form of like, I mean, I don't know how this is going to work, whether the dog scares off animals or not. Okay, so there's available commands. Got ya. Okay.
Your dog will now track the nearest animal signs. Your dog has a focus gauge. It shows how long your dog can concentrate and learn. If his focus is depleted, he might stop listening to you and will need some rest.
Okay. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? What's he found?
Find a vantage point to spot the moose.
It says... So I'm assuming there's going to be a stand or something. I just want to take in this, the scenery more than anything. I mean, it looks really, really nice. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with the way that it looks, but... You know, looks don't mean everything. Sure, it helps, but... Okay. Ah, he's over there.
Distances over 170 meters are generally safe when it comes to big game. Although
Okay.
you can hear the moose and its sound cues. At this range, it can neither hear nor see you. Be aware that a gunshot will scare animals from a long distance.
Okay. Well, that's here nor there, is it? Get to the range of where the moose can detect you. She said 170. We'll get down in there. The dog's gonna scare it before anything else. There's me sneaking. The dog's just having a field day.
Move slowly and lower your stance to increase your chances of getting within shooting distance. You've entered the detection range, 170 meters or less. You're close enough for the moose to detect your noise, silhouette, or catch your scent if you're downwind.
Oh, they put scents in now as well.
This is the most important lesson of the whole training. To get to shooting distance of most of the big game, you must move slowly, keep a low silhouette, use cover, and make sure the wind is blowing from the animal toward you.
Well, that's alright, because it's going east, so... I wonder what the kind of guaranteed shooting range will be. I reckon it's going to put me in it probably like 120 meters, something like that.
A moose is a heavier animal than a mule
130.
deer or a white-tailed deer. Use your newly acquired rifle. It has a larger caliber, and its bullets carry more energy. The rifle is set up for long-range shooting, so it's zeroed at 300 meters. For the
Yeah,
best
we'll
shot,
change that.
adjust your rifle zeroing to match the approximate distance to the target.
Yeah, 150 will do. Ah, okay. Well, I marked it anyway, so... hopefully we can give him the... I already know where it is, I just gotta wait for the dog to... wherever the dog is. Come on! Here he is. You took your time. Yeah. Okay, yeah, give your dog command to... Oh! Well, the dog just makes things so much easier. I think it's down by the tree. Look at the size. Oh, and he barks when he finds it as well. It's not very nice, is it? Like...
To call your dog back, use the radial menu. While he's away, his focus is recovering. The dog is a very powerful tool in your hunting repertoire, but he's not limitless. He will not proactively search for animals suitable for the current mission. He only helps you find animal signs around you. Chapter 2 of the training session is now complete.
That's really cool, though. I like the models. It's a really nice moose model, that. You see all the hairs and everything on it, look. How cool is that? Right, so we want to fast travel back to the cabin.
In this section, you'll learn how to equip a firearm, how to
I already
approach
know how to
animals
do.
stealthily, and which calibers are appropriate for birds. Select a large slot for the shotgun.
Do I need to add the ammo into it like last time, you know? I don't think so.
Sometimes you won't know the exact location to go during your hunt. In
Why do I
these
feel like
cases,
I'm really
always have a
small?
general area highlighted on your hunting map to guide you.
Okay. Let's have a look at the shotgun. Hey, that's pretty cool. Okay. So it gives you around about an idea, which is cool.
With every movement you make, you produce noise, which alerts the animals.
I swear there used to be like a mini map on the old one as well. Pretty sure there was. It's kind of annoying, like having to constantly go back to the menu.
Animals can see you as well. Be mindful of how well you're covered.
I don't actually think it's very far away. No, it's not. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I went through all of the DLCs on the first one.
And
You know,
of course,
I
animals
really
have a
enjoyed
keen
that.
sense of smell. Be aware of the wind direction, as it can expose your scent and location.
So yeah, we are getting pretty. Just gonna take it easy because I don't know if there are any around her or not. The one thing I really want to do is like boar hunt. I like the turkey hunting as well. Like with the pheasants and stuff. Okay. Oh, we're analysing feeding spots now. Stable, feeding. Right, okay, so there's going to be some form of like hunting pressure then, isn't there? Analyze the turkey. I can't see no turkey. Ah, there they are. Right behind me, he says. Animals can hear you, see you, and even catch your scent. To avoid detection, move slowly and conceal yourself in cover. Your scent can also force animals to move away, even if it doesn't fully spook them. Okay. Get within 50 meters. Oh, this is up my street, this is. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to mark that. And just go nice and slow. I mean, turkeys are pretty, you know, they're not really that clued up, but I don't know how they're going to respond in this game, you see, so. Wind direction's coming towards me, so that's fine. Visibility's not too great, but... They've moved. The damn turkeys have moved. Kind of in a bit of a position right now where I can hear them, but I can't see them. And that's not ideal. I think it's just a waiting game now. Just wait for one to kind of appear. Right, they are moving. See, this is where a cooler... Oh. It's where a cooler would be nice. See, this is the thing. You can hear them, but you can't see them. Okay. What? Hopefully that was a kill. I don't think it was. Bro! That absolutely sucked. So what am I supposed to do now? I guess they'll come back. Do they have dogs? Yes, they do have dogs, yeah. That was a shame. But even so, with the tutorial, we don't really need to do it. This is the thing. Because familiar with the game anyway in the way that it controls. So let's just skip the tutorial for now. We'll stick with normal. Because I'm pretty confident, you know, it's going to be relatively the same as the last one, I would imagine, including like the dog, you know.
Congratulations on joining Hearth and Hunt. Your journey begins in New Laurentia, where dense forests meet rolling hills and serene rivers. This territory is home to a rich web of life, taking in everything from the majestic moose to the tiniest of hares. By joining Hearth and Hunt, you'll become part of a legacy. Now, it's your turn to carry on our tradition.
Sweet.
Good morning. You must be our new Community and Conservation Liaison Officer. Oh, that is a mouthful.
Fancy.
I'll have to come up with something more succinct. I'm Angel Hearth, your Hearth and Hunt coordinator. You may be tempted to call me your guardian angel, but please don't. Your first task is actually part of a tradition around here. Every new hire at Hearth and Hunt has to harvest a mule deer. The tradition might seem a little old school, especially if you're here to handle paperwork, for example. But who am I to question traditions? Let's get you to work. Remember, you can always check your employee encyclopedia whenever you need any pointers, courtesy of Hearth and Hunt.
Okay. So, in comparison to the last game, like, you had a little bit of a storyline, didn't you? It seems that there isn't really much of a storyline to this. It just seems, you know, you get your tasks, you're free to do as you please, which I kind of like, to be honest. I kind of like it. So we got loads of markers. This is where they could be. I'm guessing I do already have a rifle on me. Yes, I do. Okay. Nice lodge as well. It's one thing I really liked about this game. You know, it was included. You know, in comparison to like Call of the Wild. You scared the crap out of me then. It's just a random guy. Look at that lighting. Wow. Who's this then? Intruder! Sorry, who are you? What are you doing in my lodge? Yeah.
This is my lodge.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. It's not my lodge anymore. Are you the new representative? Mikael Anderson, former Hearth and Hunt representative in New Laurentia. I assume Angel gave you a rundown with the Muley initiation? Then I have
Okay.
some routine checks for you. First, animal daily routines. Do you have a grasp of how they work? Then let's get right to it. You've received an interactive hunting map from Hearth and Hunt? Angel asked me not to share any data with you. He wants fresh data. But to get you started, I highlighted one Dal sheep herd. Select it on your hunting map, and you'll be able to see where they go to drink water every day. Call me when you find the others.
Okay. There's like just like little info things dotted about, which is there's a helipad. That's a bit of XP as well. Yeah, well the lodges are not going to look that far different, are they? But I do like the lodges. You know, I mean, the majority of hunting lodges, they all look the same, don't they? It's cool though. We got a helipad, parking. I wonder. Okay, so those are the 3 areas. So let's go for some mule deer then. I'm not too sure when it comes out on consoles. I don't think they've really said I don't think they've really given a specific date. But of course, just like anything that comes out in early access, you know, you're gonna... I would much prefer them to iron out their, you know, the problems, the kinks and all that kind of stuff. Just work it as best as they can. What have we got down here? Mountain mule deer. Okay. So we've got an effective range. Let's play it stealthy. And we'll get down onto the onto here a minute. The wind is in my favour. I love the fact that they've added that now, because in the previous game, scent wasn't really a problem. Oh, we got some here as well. Okay. 125 meters, we can do that. What's it zeroed for? Get it marked. Just below the... There we go. Off he goes. Is he actually going to start running toward me? I think it dropped. I think it did. Because if you guys remember, in the first game, one of the first missions that you do is hunting Hollywood, taxidermizing the deer with the I think it was like with a dodgy antler or something, if I remember correctly. There we go. That was a pretty good shot. Straight through the lung. Nice, right, and then it wants me to taxidermize it.
Nice work. Now the final step of the tradition is to turn it into a taxidermy piece. The tradition is in honor of our founder, Genevieve Hearth, my dear mother. She's a firm believer in the idea that your mule deer will bring you luck on your journey with our company. This isn't even the weirdest tradition in the Hearth Hunt family.
I like it. So I wonder if we can just fast travel back, which I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah. Okay, so what does it actually want me to do? Place a mule deer with a mid-sized herbivore in your lodge. Okay.
I'd suggest getting acquainted with your nearest surroundings as well. Some people prefer to just look things up online, but I enjoy a more hands-on approach. There's no better way than diving into local maps and studying them until your eyes hurt from examining every detail and you feel like you know the place without ever having visited it. Or maybe that's just me.
The Wetico foothills are New Laurentia at its most diverse. This transitional space between lower and higher lands attracts mule deer, white-tailed deer, and even elk. Thanks to the abundance of fresh water and open woodland spaces, it also draws many mallards and wild turkeys.
Oh. You'll find new question marks in your hunting map. They indicate points of interest in the area, such as campsites and parking spots. Always worth a
Now that
visit.
you're done with the tradition, let's get to your actual job, which is to get acquainted with the locals in New Laurentia. You can find files about them in your new lodge. It's better to read about them first before you meet them. They each have their quirks.
There was a little bit of little bit of a tone in that voice then. Check out the Hearth and Hunting files on the locals. Alright. So I'm assuming it's like... No? Or am I... Oh. It was in the same room. Go.
We already have 2 associates in the area. Regina Harper and her husband, Patrick Harper. Regina needs help with habitat enhancement, and Patrick could use a hand with promoting New Laurentia. You'll also need to recruit a potential new member, a phenomenal dog trainer. Hearth and Hunt currently has significant gaps in that area. We're hoping that she'll eventually help us develop a whole department dedicated to training hunting dogs. And there's also Mikhail Anderson. He's efficient and about to leave. Leave for another Hearth and Hunt reserve. So gather as much pointers about New Laurentia from him while you can, if you can get him to talk. Did you come across an extra file about me? And it was scribbled on. You could say that your predecessor wasn't very fond of me. I look forward to building a more collaborative relationship with you.
Okay. Not too sure if I'm liking the tone of this bloke already. Right, so no mission tracked. What do we have in terms of storage here? Okay. So we've got that and we've got that. So what is our objectives? Story? Alright, let's I think I've already spoken to this guy already. Wouldn't surprise me if there was something else added to it. The thing is with games like this is I'd much prefer, you know, being able to kind of have free reign over what I do and what I choose to do rather than being told what to do, if that makes any sense. Right, so let's get some pointers. Yes, hunting pressure. Right,
You
let's
can
get these
think of
pointers.
it more as an animal's schedule, if that helps. It's how animals live naturally. Every day they follow the same timetable and visit the same spots. There are a few slight variations, but you usually find similar animal species following the same schedule. For example, mule deer and white-tailed deer both visit their drinking spots in the afternoon and early at night before they go to sleep. When you discover a herd, you can check the spots and the time when the herd appears there on your hunting map. Don't assume every species has the same schedule. Check the map before you visit the spot.
Okay. Let's get clued up on the hunting pressure.
Now you're getting onto the more advanced side of things. Think of it as animal annoyance. The more you visit them, the more annoyed they'll be.
You're trying to tell me something.
No, I have to stay here until you're done with the assignments. Animals are under no such obligation, but I'm here for you. This is why one herd usually has multiple spots for the same activity, drinking, feeding, or resting. The herd will always visit the same place for a certain activity. But if you bother them at that spot too much, they'll abandon it and start going to another spot. And if you bother them at the new spot, they'll have to go back to the old one again. Or pick a third option if there is one.
His voice doesn't match like what you would expect him to look like. You know, definitely not. Definitely not. Okay, so one of the missions then is to analyze any dual sheep feeding or resting zones. The areas where to find them are highlighted on your hunting map. Okay. That's cool. So we'll just get the ball rolling. We'll go and ask what it... We'll go and do what it asks of us. Can I not remove that marker? Yes, I can. Okay. Otherwise, that's going to make things a tad bit confusing. Oh, wow. They are a ways away. Okay. Well, we'll just have a little trundle. See if we can tag anything along the way. I'm sure there'll be something. And we got some deer as well. Why am I running? There we go. Oh, there's a hunting stand. Let's go and have a look at that. Is that the deer that I just shot? Yeah, you just take a rest there, mate. You just take a rest there. Okay. Yeah, I see what you mean about the audio. Like, the caliber. I mean, it may change, like, from caliber to caliber, maybe. But I think the rifles had a bit more of a crack to them. We got it though. Yeah, we definitely got that. Nice. Yeah, you guys will have to let me know what you think. I mean, the map itself, like the visuals, the way the water looks and the running water and all that sort of stuff. There's a broken bridge there as well. I mean, it's just so peaceful, isn't it? Is that something hanging? No, I thought that was something hanging off a tree then. See, now imagine like a fishing game that had this level of detail. It is gorgeous, isn't it? You can hear the sheep as well. Oh no, that's a deer. Never mind. Sounded like a sheep. But there's no... Like, so you guys are familiar, like, with the first one, that you could have, like, a little bit of character customization. I think that is coming to this game. I think you just get a standard placeholder for the moment. You know, I think a lot of the things that are in the first one will eventually come into this one, but I hope that, you know, because the one thing that I didn't like about the first one was just the lack of equipment. Like right now, I think there's less actual licensed brands when it comes to hunting, like rifles and stuff. Oh, okay. Damaged bridge. Reconstruct the bridge to... Oh, okay. So you can reconstruct things. Nice. That's a different different addition, I guess. But I have to say as well, one thing that I've noticed is that the prices of the animals, you know, what you get for them on the selling side of things is significantly lower to the previous game. And I think that is deliberate. I think that's just some breathing room. But to me, the money side of it never really bothered me when it comes to hunting games. Of course, like, it's nice to have it, but it's not the driving factor, is it? I think it's just having the freedoms to be able to explore a beautiful map and see what animals you can track down and hunt. Yeah, I'm looking forward to investing some more time into this. Like I say, I sunk many hours into the first game. You know, so in terms of, are things different? I think the only real sort of big thing that I've noticed so far is obviously the UI. The UI's changed quite significantly. But in terms of the way that the guns shoot, zeroing in, holding your breath, all of that kind of stuff, those core fundamental mechanics are very much the same. Which is to be expected. I don't even know if you get hunter sense, to be honest. Oh, okay, yeah, so, yeah, you do. But it doesn't do it in the way that it did it previously, but... I might go for that. Whilst we're out here. May as well. Let's perch by this tree a bit. He's broadside, so he's perfect. I mean, they are hightailing it. I didn't even think I made that shot. Probably didn't. We are a little bit far away. I mean, we can go and analyze it and see if we did, but... So this is the Way of the Hunter 2. It's currently in early access at the moment. I've already shot a mule deer. That was the first. That was the first sort of animal that they get you to hunt. Yeah, I think I missed that. But it's cool seeing all these feeding zones and kneading zones and watering, you know, water holes and all that sort of stuff. I think it's pretty decent. I mean, I've seen a lot of people complaining about the stability of this game, and honestly, just like a lot of the early access stuff, it really does depend on your hardware. You know, I think a lot of people do shoot these games down when they're in early access, and you know, they don't perform well for certain people. I think it's just all down to your hardware more than anything, if I'm honest. But just seeing the weather change and everything, it's pretty cool. I do like it. And if they get this game stable and they you know, they pump the content into it, which I'm fairly confident they're going to do because they did it with the last one. It's a shame that they didn't add on to the first one, but I can understand why. Maybe there was a few things which they just couldn't like sort of physically change. It's usually the way. But for £25, you can't argue it. Because I think the one thing actually that like really bothered me was obviously with all this, you know, all this Unreal 5, you know, obviously it's gonna just naturally is going to make a bit of a impact on your hardware's performance anyway. But with future updates, you know, with future things, I'm sure that they'll get this game to where it needs to be.
I see you found one of the spots the herd visits. To discover the rest, find an animal path. It's a pathway made by Dahl's sheep. You can figure out which direction they're going by looking at the split hoof prints. The wider split would be to the front. If you follow a path and begin to hear the animal, you know you're tracking it correctly. Be careful, you can spook them. If you hear them running away, you won't find them in their usual place, within their daily routine. Also, if the animal is currently in the zone, you won't find any paths. Thankfully, your hunting map will tell you when each herd is expected to drink, feed, and rest. To complete this task quickly, harvest Dahl sheep from this territory. Or you can harvest Dahl sheep from any other herd, if you don't feel like following my advice.
See, the way that he's talking, it's very much sounds like those two guys have had a little bit of a rocky past, and being a new, you know, being a new member of the team, it very much seems like he's projecting a little bit. He doesn't want the same things to happen. So a little bit of animosity there. I think that said bison. down there somewhere. That's going to be mega. Get my hands on a bison. But I'm not too sure what caliber my rifle is at the moment, so... Here we go. It's a lot of muscle mass there, but... Yeah, he's not going far. Oh, dear. It just reminded me then, you know, like when you see the videos of like the sheep and the goats that get scared and they just lock up. That's what it reminded me of. That was funny. Yeah. Cracked it straight in the heart. It was a heart shot. Damn. Not bad shot placement, that. See, you pick up on it, like when you play other hunting games, you tend to go for the sort of humane shots, you know. I know a lot of people they tend to try and go for headshots, you know, and it's just not humane, you know. It's a smaller target, it's easier to miss, you know, so getting them on the broadside and taking a lung shot is much more effective. Lots of challenges being completed as well. Wow. Beautiful. Just makes me wish that I had a little, you know, a little fishing rod. Cool. So what's next? What's next on the agenda? Nothing really. We got a hunting map, so I think, oh yeah, there's a thingy over there for him, which is fine. Oh, there's Regina Harper. Damn, that's some serious mappage, isn't it? I think we're gonna have to find ourselves a vehicle at some stage, but we'll go back to the lodge, see what we can get from this guy. I'm fairly confident now, you know, this is pretty much it. This is going to be it. I think this is where you kind of just go off and find your zones and do your missions and stuff like that. I was never really a big fan of like taxidermizing stuff, you know, but who knows? If I put a lot of time into this game, I'll definitely do it.
You're back. Let's get straight to the next assignment. I hope you got the gist of animal daily routines, because this next topic is going to be more complicated. It's animal fitness. Are you familiar with the subject? Hito. I was hoping you'd already know about animal fitness. It's well, there's a lot to take in. But let's get to it.
Yeah, it is kind of your job, yeah.
Right. I'll explain it to you, and eventually, it'll be your job. Think of fitness as the innate genetic potential each animal has. It tells you whether the deer will have magnificent antlers, or a lamp stuck between them. Sorry, I got lost in thought for a moment. Once you discover an animal population, you can check its status on your hunting map. Generally speaking, you want to leave a high fitness animal in peace so it can reach its greatest potential. Wait for its oldest age for the highest trophy score. At the same time, identify the lower fitness animals in the herd, preferably males, and harvest them early. Wait for the higher fitness animals to mature, reach their potential.
Yeah,
and
okay, I
then
know.
harvest them for the best trophy. I haven't talked this much in a while. It's exhausting. Alexei. Now, just to confirm all this, over the last few years, I've been watching over an exceptional elk population that I'd like to show you. There's one bull that's getting older. He's at the peak of his physique. Treat it as my gift to welcome you on board. As before, I've highlighted the herd on your hunting map. The high fitness elk will be there. Remember,
Oh,
you don't have to harvest the elk from this particular herd. Any high fitness elk will do.
right, okay. So harvest a male Rocky Mountain elk. Its fitness must be 70% or higher. See, I like stuff like that. Excuse me. Yeah, it's all good. But yeah, I mean, like I say, general impression so far are pretty good. The animal models, the sounds, the environment, the way that the game looks graphically, you know, it's yeah, I think it's pretty good considering, you know, it's in early access. You know, I like the animals. I like the way that they've got all of this UI set up. You know, I love the fact that we've got a dog now. We've got some skills as well. Available skill points. Okay, so that one's coming soon. Ambusher, sharpshooter, stalker. Okay. You analyze animals faster. Your weapon wobbles less when aiming. You make less noise. That's probably going to be something that I invest a point into. What else we got? We got the general encyclopedia, gear and stuff like that. We got backpack, hunting log. Amazing. A lot of information here. An awful lot of information. And to make things even nicer, the missions give you a sort of general direction of where you need to go. I'll be interested to see what missions these guys have later down the line. But that will come in, you know, like I say, that will come in future streams, I think. But yeah. Is it worth your time? I'd say so. I mean, I think if you played the first one, you're definitely going to like this one. You know, there's no two ways about it. But anyway, guys, I am going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, let me know if you want to see any more of this. You know, because I'm keen to get stuck in. I want to explore a little bit more and see what the map has to offer. But anyway, guys, like I say, thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I shall catch you next time.